Okay, morning traders. Happy Friday. So we had some pre-market live streams that I did. I hope that you guys were able to join that or watch it. But yeah, let me know if the sound is coming through all good. Your guys decide. What's up, KB? I see you in the chat. And let's have a good Friday. Andre should be joining us. Andre should be joining us. How's it? How's it? Good to have you on. Okay. We should, as I said, we should get Andre on. There he is. There's he coming now. There you go. Morning, brother.
What's up, bro? How are you?
Good, good. Let's see. Make sure your audio.
It should be good, right?
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
All right. Good. Is the recording on?
The recording's on, bro. Don't
Perfect.
worry. That because I streamed our preset those are all
Okay,
good. Yeah. But yeah, bro, I don't know why, but I think we could roll over today back down to weekly lows or so. We'll see.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Again, dude, I
know you like
shorts.
shorting.
I love the shorts. It's
Yeah.
like
I'm glad I didn't trade yesterday, I must say, because it was a bit of a tricky one.
my algo actually took a trade. I was like, wait a minute, what was yesterday? My algo actually took the shorts on ES yesterday, and that was it. I didn't even look at the charts after that. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Luckily, when I'm off the desk, I got the algos working.
Yeah, dude, that's the point.
Yeah, I was busy driving. I was driving the car back down.
New whip. Bro. How is it?
Oh, dude, I love it. Geez, such a nice drive.
That's awesome, dude. I'm so happy for you.
No, thank you. Yeah, I
love the color too. It's sick.
No, I appreciate it, bro. My wife's not too stoked on the color, but I like it. I had a baby blue car. Actually, I should have shown you. I had a baby blue Polo before that, and it was my first car ever. I don't drive that much, but I was like, it was giving me problems, and I was like, no, stuff it. I need to get an upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah. He the comments here. What did he get? He got an
Audi S3. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
You should have gotten an edgeful blue, bro.
I'll wrap it. I'll get an eagle on.
Yeah. We'll put the logo on the side. It'll be great.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So in terms of, like, I was speaking a little bit pre-market. The only thing I don't like about the shorts potentially, if you go to the opening week range report with edgeful, I was mentioning this. Let's just get that up over here. Like this. So this opening week range. So after Monday and Tuesday sets, and obviously you can only use this report from Wednesday onwards. Obviously
you can customize it, but yeah,
you can customize it, but I think it works better after Monday and Tuesday. But after Monday and Tuesday sets in, once we take out one side, okay, very rarely do we take out both sides. Actually, in fact, we actually have taken out both sides this week, very minimally. We took the bottoms there, the lows, and then we've actually now taken the highs. But that's the only thing that I guess it's kind of null and void now, basically, because it's taken both sides, technically.
Well, yeah, so Monday, the range was smaller because it was, Anthony, right? Anthony.
Monday was a holiday,
Yeah, Monday was a holiday.
Yeah.
But if you have the New York session selected when you're looking at that report, it did not break both sides.
Correct, yes, because this is pre-market.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I agree with that.
If you have that New York session, like James, do you have that market session indicator?
Yeah.
You might not have it on that chart, but I'll pull up my screen quick just so you guys can see this.
I got the indicator. I don't have it on this chart.
Yeah, it's fine. Let me just make sure.
I'm loving the VWAP indicator, I must say.
Oh, good. We're gonna release a few more of those pretty soon.
Yeah, it's sick.
Okay, so the important. Let me switch over here. What am I doing? NQ. Oh, by the way, guys, we're going to be releasing a new addition to the orb. So anyone who has an edgeful sub will get this dashboard. It'll also apply to the IB as well. So you'll be able to see, well, right now it's obviously pre-market, so the orb is now formed. When the orb is forming from 9 to 9:15, it'll say forming. It'll tell you how big the orb is in points, in percentage. It'll tell you which one formed first, the high or the low. So for anyone who likes to trade IB by rejection, it'll tell you right on your chart what is forming first, the high or the low. Therefore, you can reference the report to see which side is going to break first. And then it'll tell you if the high is broken, low is broken, where is price above, within, or below, and then the distance from each of them. Not to get into that right now, but, well, I did just get into it, but it's fine. Normal. Let me drop down here quickly. What's up?
I'll mention something now too, but I'll just actually before my pre-market stream, guess what I have to go and do though? It's already started.
What?
When I was driving back, so I flew up in the morning to fetch the car because the Audi was there was no the one that I wanted. There was not in my town, so I had to fly up, then literally drive back 6.5 hours with my wife. On the way back, there's trucks, so a stone hit my windshield. I phoned my insurance and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry to do this, but like literally on the first day of cover, yeah, you guys are gonna have to pay for this because I'm not paying for it. And they're like, don't worry, this shit happens. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. It wasn't massive. It's a little scratch, but if you leave it, it will shatter.
It's gonna, it'll go throughout the whole windshield. Yeah. Oh my God, that's.
But that's, I guess you only understand insurance once that shit actually happens to you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully it was like not a big deal. That's the important piece. But yeah, that sucks. All right.
But yeah, so we got the market sessions. Yeah, there we go. So you can actually see that it didn't break from regular trading hours. Yeah,
exactly. So
I know we have different opinions there. I like to use extended market hours. I think I like looking at pre-market levels, but I also know that obviously the more volume will come in regular market hours as well.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the report really. Like you could easily look at this opening week range report on just the daily session or just in New York. They're really like, it doesn't really make sense to look at the initial balance on the daily session because what you'd be doing then is like looking at it from like the 6 p.m. open. Like it's obviously going to double break like a ton. If you're going to look at the whole daily session, like obviously it's going to break both sides of the 6 to 7 p.m. high and low. Like, of course, that goes without saying. So like some reports like this one, you can look at the daily session and then so here in the indicator, you can look at the daily session and then you can see it did double break. So it's just the New York is the one that I like to look at, but you can see it did only break one side of the New York session after that. But it's a good report. And for anyone who sells options, if you like to sell like the Friday options on like a Wednesday or whatever else, like if you were to enter, once like one side breaks, in this case over here, you can sell put spreads with the Friday expiration and just let them expire, right? Because like the Wednesday broke the high. Now you have 2 days of time decay that are going in your favor, theoretically, because it's very unlikely that price is going to break down here. And also let me know, guys, if you want us to, or if you want me to make an option, like an edgeful options
course. Like,
an options course, not a course. We don't do courses here.
Yeah, I would definitely watch that because I don't know if I can actually trade options in South Africa. I'd have to see which brokers offer it, but I would be interested because I have seen the power of options. Like one of the guys that in my circle, he trades futures and then he also trades like options as well. And I've seen like he puts like $1,000 into the option sometimes and turns it into like 20 grand.
Yeah, so that's like trading directionally. So when you trade options, what happens is, well, options and futures both have a lot of leverage, which is obviously great. If you don't have a lot of money or you don't want to use a lot of money, then the leverage is great. The thing with futures is that the returns are static. So if you get if you enter at 20,000 on NQ and it goes to 20,100, you know exactly what your return is.
How much you'll make,
and it's gonna, if it goes another 100 points, you know exactly how much you're gonna make. If it goes down 100 points, you know exactly how much you're gonna lose. So you always know exactly what your P&L is going to be. Now, if you trade options and you enter SPX at 5,000, the more that price goes in your favor, the bigger the returns start to get.
I see.
So the returns get bigger, faster, or they get larger as price goes more into your favor. So going from, if you catch one of those like really trending days, going from 100% return to 500% return is like not that crazy.
Sure.
So yeah, Marius right here says because the delta goes up. So as price goes in your favor, theoretically the strike that you're buying is more and more in the money. When that happens, the delta goes up, and the risk of, not to get into the details right now, I'm trying to like keep this a little bit high level, but options have two things that give them value. There's time decay, there's time value, and then intrinsic value.
Sure.
For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, sorry. But there's really two pieces, James. So let's say I'll pull up a Tesla chart.
Yeah, educate me, bro. This is like all like new to me as well, because options trading is not big at all in South Africa. In fact, I don't know anyone that trades options in South Africa.
Okay, so let's say here, this is the Tesla chart, right? Let's go to 500. Right here is the $500 mark, right?
Sure.
Now, if you were to go, one sec. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull something up. I'm pulling up an options chain right now. I might just be like totally like I'm about to lose a lot of people, but whatever. Okay. God, this is the worst options chain I've ever seen in my life. Hold on 1 sec.
Yeah, ES, just having a look in the background, we got 3 minutes to market open now. ES respecting yesterday's level, we bounced off of. We dropped off at the open and we bounced off of this level 930 on ES. So just keep that in mind. YM's actually looking the most bearish of the indexes right now. Bear in mind, we are all trading as an inside day on all three of the indexes as well. So inside days tend not to be my favorite to trade because it can get chopped around.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, what if I don't have a clear direction and it stays between the high and low? Breakouts won't work for me, and I obviously like to trade momentum-based plays, basically. Yeah.
Let me just explain this quickly. I'm going to keep it short. I'm not going to get into the options chain. It doesn't matter. But let's say that you think that in the next 3 months or by the end of this year, Tesla will be above $500. What you would do is you would buy the $500 strike for a December 31st expiration.
Sure.
Now, if this happens, right, throughout the course of the year, your options are going to become less valuable. You need to be like, it needs to move in your favor over the course of the year, like ideally quickly, because there's an expiration date on the options.
Yeah. Now, throughout the course of the year.
Yeah. Now, the closer that we get to December to the expiration, the less and less value there is in your options, because you only have, we'll call it 2 weeks for price to be above 500.
Sure.
So as price is just consolidating, you're going to continuously lose money. Now, if price does this, right, and now we're sitting at 600, your options are going to be very deep in the money, which means that they have intrinsic value, because it actually, like, it means that you can actually do something with them. You can
sell them.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can, not to get into the details, but because price is above the strike price that you picked, the $500 mark, now your options actually have value, because what this means is it allows you to buy 100 shares of Tesla at $500. Even if it goes to $1,000, you can buy the shares at 500. Even if it goes to 10,000, you can buy the shares at 500. And that's the difference. That's the value. Sorry?
You can buy them again at 500.
You can. So if you buy one options contract with a $500 strike, if tomorrow morning, whatever happens, Tesla goes to $1,000, because you have the option with a $500 strike, you can buy 100 shares at $500.
Oh, wow.
If the share price goes to $10,000 and you hold that option, you will be able to buy 100 shares of Tesla at $500. It doesn't matter. Wow. That's the value. That's the purpose. That's the value of the option, is that it gives you the ability. It's like insurance on the stock, pretty much.
Interesting, dude. I definitely need to, I definitely want to learn, because on top of the futures contracts, I think be quite nice to do some swing plays on the options. I personally just swing trade normal like on my CFD contracts with my stocks. I've actually still got a long. So let me just remove your screen here quickly. Sorry, I've still got long on AMD that's been working out. I'm still 20% of my original position size, but I entered last week Monday, bro. Look at that. So I entered last week Monday. It gapped up 5%. So I just was like, let me close 80% of my position, and I've still got 20% running. See, I took 80% off there.
Beautiful.
And I've still got 20% running. I haven't even looked at it, bro. It's just running for me. So it's working.
Beautiful, dude. That's absolutely insane, to be honest.
I was in at about 209, and I'm still running this little piece, 20% of my original size. It's up to 266 now. So
that's insane.
Yeah.
5% gap up after you enter long is like a dream.
Dude, I'm not gonna I wasn't gonna like not take something off, because I'm like, geez, I'm up 5% market open. I'm taking that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got the open here on the indexes right now. Stock market open. Nothing too crazy at the moment.
No, you got
Nasdaq's popping up a little bit. As I said, like, I think if we hold these pre-market levels, I think we could get something like that. That's just my own opinion. I would like it to come down though, so we can get a flush. But yeah, it's not happening at the moment. What's up, French? Futures options equal soccer football in terms of complexity. Yeah. Oh, so futures is like soccer, simple rules, and then options is like football, where there's the rules are more complex.
Yeah, it's very complex. If anyone's new, if anyone's watching, I would not recommend, like, if you have the choice to go down the options path or the futures path, I would absolutely recommend going to the futures path.
Well, futures just seems a lot easier. You buy it, and if it goes up, you make money.
It is so much easier. It's so much simpler too. There's a lot less variables that you need to worry about.
Sure.
But pulling up the what's in play quick, this is something that I started to, since we sent this upgrade, since we released this upgrade.
Yeah.
This is something I do every single day. Now, I have futures. For the way to think about the difference of the what's in play and the screener is, the what's in play is for things that you will trade. The screener is for the overall market bias.
I like the what's in play with the bias at the top now too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So this bias, the way that it works is it's driven by only the things that are appearing on this page. So it's not going to take it from the screener. It doesn't consider Apple. It doesn't consider anything else.
Sure.
But there is an important piece that it will consider the reports that are completed. What that means is if the gap fills and it had a long bias, it will still contribute to the bias bar at the top. So we're actually going to build a customization where you can choose to include only the things that are in play versus everything. But I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Wow, what a reversal so far.
Yeah. Right off that day. Just to have a look over here. I know we got the indicator too. I'll show you. But look, right off that daily view app, bro. Nasdaq. That black line on my screen is daily view app. If you put on the edgeful multi-time frame.
No, the view up suite, dude. I changed the name. View up suite.
Yeah. Oh, did you change it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's giving me an upgrade. Okay.
Yeah. Refresh that, dude.
View app suite. I love it.
Well, the reason I changed the name was because
so people can't copy it.
Well, no. They can probably copy it, honestly. But so when you're looking for a VWAP indicator, you don't go to M, you go to V. Like alphabetically, true. Like you're going to go to V, obviously. So like, I was like, I need to change the name. So
we know. I know how pedantic you get over like those little things.
Yeah, everyone's like telling me I'm insane.
When I first started working with edgeful, when I used to make my tweets and everything, Bean's like, please put the edgeful in the small e.
Yeah, of course. It has to be a small e, dude. Yeah. It has to be.
Yeah. I was like, yes, boss, I'll do so. you know Bean, bro. She doesn't muck around. She's like,
oh yeah, dude. She's like fucking dialed.
Did you know Sabine before edgeful?
Yeah. She's like the most dialed in person, like without question. Yeah, like there's nobody that's more organized, which is good because like I'm a little.
Well, she has to manage a lot of people, bro. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Dude, what is going on?
Yeah, I'm not right now. I'm seeing price action. I don't really like much, to be honest.
I'm waiting. I have a 1 minute chart up right now. I'm waiting. I'm not super interested. I'm letting this kind of play out, but I think you are going to be. Hopefully you're right on the short side today.
Yeah.
The problem is that some of the reports here, like the gap fill, is definitely leaning towards the longs on ES and NQ. I'll make this a little bit bigger here.
Yeah.
So ES and NQ gap fill is leaning long bias, which is not ideal because I would like the shorts, but let me switch to a 5-minute quick. So going back to that 5-minute. So my blue line, my yellow line is that midnight open. Again, the blue line and the yellow line. I don't know. I just want to kind of let this play out a little bit, but
yeah, we do we have news today? I actually haven't looked at that, to be honest. Yeah, we got flash manufacturing. Oh yeah, end of the month flash manufacturing PMI. Sorry, I did actually look at that this morning, but early. Yeah,
10 a.m.
4:45, 9:45.
Yeah, we also have PCE, core PCE as well.
Yeah,
which will be that's at 10.
I always look at the South African time, so it's like already 4:30 my time. So it's in the next 8 minutes. Yeah, next 8 minutes will be 9 minutes will be news.
Well, I have 10 a.m.
For what? PCR.
PCE. Hold on.
PC. I got flash manufacturing PMI at 4:45 South African time. So
sorry. I'm looking at the wrong day.
Yeah.
9:45 PMI, 10 a.m. consumer sentiment. That's what the sorry. I was looking at Thursday. I was like, wait a minute, what? Still waiting. I think we are going to break this previous day's low for sure. This yesterday's low. I mean, we're right there. Even here for everything that's formed today, for everything that's in play today, there's only 7 reports in play right now. But inside bars, for sure, I'm expecting a breakout, especially inside bars by weekday. Fridays will definitely break out of. So if we go to the view details, by the way, guys, highly recommend opening the view details here. What this does is it gives you the live data, and it also gives you the historical data, so you don't have to jump back and forth from the report page to the what's in play. So you can see ES, only one Friday in the last 6 months has not broken out of Thursday's range. So there was 19 days, 18 of them broke out. So that's why, and it looks like it's about to happen here, but that's why the data is, in this case, we're really close to the low. I'm obviously expecting this low to break. It could be that reversal point, right? Like sometimes we get that flush down and then that continuation higher. I'm not really sure, obviously, what's going to happen today, but
yeah, a bit of a mixed one as well. Tesla's down 1%, Apple's down 1%, but NVIDIA up 1%. So
yeah.
I was saying to the guys pre-market, like the more you just, the less you find yourself needing to trade, the better you'll actually do. You don't need to find a setup.
Yeah. It's tough sometimes, dude, because you feel like we're all so conditioned to do something when we're at work.
Yeah, you do something to get paid, but trading's not like that. Yeah.
I think we're going to get.
That's why I think when I started to do other things outside of my trading, like the streams and stuff like that, it actually helped my trading a lot, because I was like, well, I'm streaming, so I don't need to find a trade. I can actually sit on my hands and wait patiently.
Yeah. Wow, this is one tick away right now. One tick away from the low. I mean, we're definitely going to get there, but imagine we reverse right now.
You're looking at the regular market hours from yesterday,
Yep, always.
I'll go low at 539 on NASDAQ.
I'm using the ultimate reversal setup indicator right now.
Yes.
So that's the one that's going to automatically plot that low for me.
Sure.
So, yeah. Yeah, on NQ, we got some room, which is nice, 33 points. On ES, we're right there, which is good as well.
Yeah, YM's now taking out previous day's lows. So I would not be surprised to see NASDAQ and ES catch up.
What are you looking at on your charts here?
I have, so as I said, like YM's now taken out the previous day's lows.
Yeah.
We can see that. There's previous day's lows. I would not be surprised to see NASDAQ and them catch up. So NASDAQ down to previous day's lows, extended market hours is 486. The gap fill also is not massive today. We have actually filled the gap. So
where?
On NASDAQ. Do we not fill the gap?
No.
I got the gap fill at 620, 629. Do we not tap into that yet?
Are you talking about the? Let me see here. Can you pull up your screen?
Yeah. So I got the gap fill at over here, overnight. Can get the indicator up as well.
No, the gap fills at.
Where do you have the gap?
The regular trading hours gap is at 662 on NASDAQ.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, up there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the regular trading hours gap is.
Yes. Yes, not extended market hours gap. I'm with you. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I never look at the. I always look at the New York gap. That's the one.
Okay, I must have a look at that then. Yeah, but I see that the regular market hours 662. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. We'll close there. We got up to 650.
Yeah. Yeah, we were really close. We're
correct.
10 points away, pretty much.
James uses a future closing time of 5. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah. I don't know. It's just something I've always had to look at pre-market and post-market trading.
No, I never look at it. I always look at the regular trading hours. I know some people that trade ES off of a QQQ chart, or sorry, off of a SPY chart.
SPY chart, yeah.
That's crazy to me. I'm curious what's going on here with Google pushing, Meta fall. Like, it's kind of a mixed bag right now so far.
Yeah, agreed. Well, we've got news in 3 minutes now, 2 minutes, so.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm trying to think about, like, is this like a good place to short, honestly? Like with a 10-point, why did this happen? Stop. I don't want this. Okay, whatever. I'm wondering if this is like a good, what do you think about the shorts here? You want to wait a little bit?
I'd rather wait until after the news, but I do like the shorts. I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't really like to trade into news, so I'm going to wait, but I would be interested in something like this. I really hate that I turn this thing on. How do I turn this off? Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, there's 30 seconds until news, guys. Just be a little bit patient here. I mean, obviously, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what the reaction is going to be. Even if you have an instinct on what will actually happen, the reaction to what will happen is always what you need to pay attention to. Like, the actual data itself doesn't matter. It's the reaction to the data, which, like, obviously nobody knows. So there it is. There's the data.
Yeah.
Just be patient. Be patient, guys. Thing is here, the gap fill is there, and the inside bars on ES already played out, which is good, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a... So for those watching, I normally like to wait for like a break of the opening range, ideally.
Yeah.
Which obviously we've just set now in the last minute.
Yeah. By the way, the indicator here also formed. So I'll just try this. I'll show you guys on here. I just made it like huge on purpose, but you guys can see here formed ES, the high formed first, or sorry, not ES, the points, everything else. But kind of this is the way that it'll look. It's just trying to be helpful. It's obviously not going to give you any like signals. But no, I am interested in these shorts, bro.
Yeah, we're selling signals.
Never.
No, funny, bro. I always tell people this is my trade that I'm taking. This is why I'm taking it, but always do your own research.
I think I'm gonna.
You're gonna take a short?
I just took the shorts.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Hold on.
Just something actually, just while Andre's taking that short, if you look at my screen here with edgeful, look at this report here. I find this very interesting. So this is on ES volume and range by weekday. So you see, as the week continues, you get more volume. And I find a lot of traders get themselves stuck on Monday and Tuesday and find themselves trying to fight back as the week continues. And that could be because they're trying to look for breakouts and on a Monday or Tuesday where price typically doesn't do that.
Yeah.
There we go. We are coming down now, and Nasdaq's down underneath 600 now.
So as this is kind of playing out, my stop is above this high, maybe above orb high.
650.
Yeah. My entry is at 931.25.
Okay.
But I'm expecting a little bit of a move down. The only other thing that's not great is over here, the gap fill stats, but I don't know. It's just not. I'm looking for more of a scalp. I'm not looking for like a larger move right now.
Sure.
So it would be good to get orb low here to take a piece off. Depending on how this goes, I may consider adding to this, but I'm just kind of seeing how this is going to go first. Yeah, I still need that NQ, that move down on NQ with the inside bars report. So there's roughly 50 points there, stopping 50 points.
Yeah, the data did come out negative as well. Just
yeah. So it might be good here on something like this too. Thing is, the stop is 40 points, which is not bad, but the target would be 62. What I'm looking at also is that 600 mark. And I'm looking specifically at the inside bars by weekday on NQ. That I'm looking for a target to 536.
Yes, seems a little bit weaker at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I am short ES. I did not take a short on NQ.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought.
No, yeah. I'm short here.
Oh, okay.
I'm short over here.
Yeah.
This is the trade that I actually took. I didn't take this one, but yeah. So just kind of waiting to see this play out. I think I'm going to put an order on NQ as well, but just this previous day's low is such a strong area that I'm looking to target right now.
Breaks as low as I see short to 6914. 6914. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, that's previous day's lows, pre-market lows. Yeah, I agree. YM's just melting, bro. YM's down.
If we get a little bit of a pop back to my entry, like right now, I'm going to consider adding to this. And guys, it doesn't mean that you should add, obviously, but okay, I just added to it. We'll see what happens here. My stop is above over here in this area. I don't have like a set stop, like a hard stop yet, whether it's going to be at orb high or above this little area here, but my average is now right over here. So we'll see. I'm chilling right now. I'm expecting this to play out right now, this inside bars, but ideally this kind of starts to form before that 10 o'clock consumer sentiment, because even though it's not technically like red folder, I do think it's going to have an impact.
Yeah, well, anything right now, fundamental wise, has been playing a factor for sure.
Yeah.
I'm still flat my side, and I do like the shorts that Andre's in though, so we'll keep our eye out on that. Tesla's trying to bounce back.
Wow, Meta is absolutely ripping right now.
Yes, it's up. Yeah, it's up 1% right now. Up from 645 to 654. Jeez, it is. It's taking an orb high.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So what I'm actually going to look at right now is let's go to the orb quickly. Oh, for anyone watching, can you guys please do me a favor and tell me, do you use the right sidebar, the bookmarks to change your report, or do you use this report drop down here?
Yeah.
Can you guys let me know?
I use the bookmarks.
I hope so. But I know that some people do, some people don't, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I use it. It's way easier, bro. You bookmark it and then it's a lot easier. Yeah.
That's what I think, obviously, but I just want to make sure. So I don't really love this move right now. That's on NQ being stronger, and then Meta is like pushing. I do like that NVIDIA is kind of flat. Google's falling, Tesla's falling.
Yeah, Apple and Tesla ones that are red on the Mag 7.
Yeah. This might be the first losing trade in a minute on stream.
Yeah, it's been but it hasn't finished yet, so let's see. Super choppy. It's low.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be trusting edge one staying long.
Yeah, the data here, I was honestly what I was expecting a little bit of, because the data here is saying that the gap fill is going to fill. I was expecting this to happen, which is why I'm targeting the orb low here. because that inside bar, or we can just do this too. Like we can just do
Yeah.
one of these and then it's just going to rip up. And then the inside bar is going to be taking out previous day's high. I just thought that the inside bars, this stat over here, where is it? I was thinking that this, just give it a second. I was thinking these inside bar stats were going to be to the low first because it did happen on the low for ES. Okay. I just closed this. I'm not waiting for this to happen right now.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I just closed it.
Yeah, Nasdaq's bouncing as well.
Yeah.
We've got news now, 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Yeah, I think it's well managed, bro. You don't want it to.
Yeah, I was not expecting a what is this? An 11-point move in like 4 minutes against me. What's the driver here, though? Is it meta? Look at NVIDIA, dude. This is like...
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at this gap fill, the gap fill stats on ES and NQ, you don't want to, so there's a question here. Do you guys close any open positions? It kind of depends. I personally don't, I try not to open any new positions like right before, like I'm not trying to like hope that price is going to go in my favor. I'm not trying to like enter at like 9.59 and then hope that it goes in my favor, but I won't close them if like the trade is there and like I'm already in it. But yeah, what a reversal here on ES and NQ. Just looking at this right now is like, what a bounce. And the gap fill stats right now are super high. The only thing, honestly, that was driving me to the short side was this previous day's low over here and over here. Like, and we could get the break of previous day's range to the top side now at this point. Like everything is starting to lean more bullish relating to the gap fill on ES and NQ here. But
yeah, NQ is about to fill that gap.
Yeah, that's right there.
I think if you haven't taken a trade, just sit patient. We're going to have news come out. It's a Friday.
30 seconds.
Yeah. I don't hate your trade, bro. I like the shorts. I was actually thinking about jumping in, but I thought, let me just...
yeah.
It's... we're breaking the opening range high now on NQ.
On both.
Yeah, ES as well. Yeah. Very tight opening range, I must say. Like, not big at all.
Yeah, you can see up here on the... We'll release this soon, but you can see on the end... Dude, what is happening right now?
Yeah. YM's also bounced back into the low range.
The gap fill on NQ. We're about to get the gap fill on ES. Honestly, I think I probably jumped in a little bit too soon with the shorts there.
NQ algo just took those longs on that 5-minute close.
Beautiful.
But from a discretional trading perspective, I'm still flat.
Yeah.
Dude, NVIDIA, look at NVIDIA. This is what scares me about the longs, though. Let's go like this. Look how NVIDIA, that massive wick on the open. So 5-minute time frame. We've got a big wick opening range. I would not be surprised to see this roll back down, bro. Look at that. Also pre-market. Jeez, look at that. Some news must have come out.
Definitely a catalyst.
Yeah. But I don't particularly like the longs here. Look how we also at 940, we're having a bit of resistance trouble there on ES as well.
Well, looking at the data here, looking at the what's in play right now, the gap filled on NQ, that was long bias. The gap is about to fill on ES. It was like 1 point away. That's long bias. Now the midnight open is super close. God, we really got to fix this.
Yeah.
Lead, but, midnight opens right there. They're 20 something points away. Like, the longs actually don't look bad. And on NQ2 I think they look good, actually. I would like to get a little bit of a pullback to enter, but
let's see. Oh, there we go. It should be coming up. My screener. I just want to have a look at the screener. I use the screener often during market open hours, bro.
Yeah, I usually like to use it after the first hour, and ES just filled that gap too.
Yeah.
Wow. Honestly, I was expecting a little bit of a move down before a move like this, but I was too early with my.
Sure.
I should have been a little bit more patient there with the entry. Yeah, it looks like that inside bar stat here. Just pulling this up. That inside bar by weekday on NQ is going to be that previous day's high. That's what it looks like it's going to happen here. It's about to touch the midnight open on NQ. We're going to get that. So over here, what we're looking at, 80% of all days broke out of yesterday's range on NQ. Specifically, 94% of all days on NQ on Fridays broke out of the range. So definitely you want to expect NQ to break one of these. ES did break the low. NQ looks like it's going to break the high. But I mean, ES is definitely weaker for sure than NQ right now.
Yeah.
Without question.
And YM is even weaker than all of them.
Yeah. If we get a pullback here, that would be kind of nice to enter long, honestly. Yeah.
There you go. My NASDAQ algo just took the win.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Didn't even push a button. Yeah, there you go. So you can see actually over here on my screen, just to show you the algo, a log. So you can see the NASDAQ took the long bar, as you can see, at 667 and out at 715. So 50 points, give or take 55 points.
That's a beautiful win, dude.
Yeah, without even pushing a button. There you go.
That's the point, man. That's the point.
Yeah. Dude, I'm thinking of shorting YM, but I don't. Yeah, we've moved down, we've broken previous days. So I'd like a move back down, but with NASDAQ and ES moving higher, I'm not too sure about that. Not so sure.
I might, if we get a little bit more of a pullback here to closer to orb high, I'll be interested in taking a long.
Yeah.
That previous day high on NQ is like, it's there.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, like the risk reward ratio for me to buy it up there, it's right there. It's not great.
Yeah.
I was having trouble taking shorts for the longest time. Not sure what feedback came from, your block came from, but getting edgeful is completely removed that inability to take shorts. Great. Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
Awesome.
Yeah, probably because it can be tough to short markets at times, particularly when you are making all-time highs.
Yeah, of course. Like it's hard. It's I personally like it more, but I mean it's difficult. Like it's not easy.
I like it because you get the moves quickly, bro. Remember was our stream last week Friday? No, I think it was on where you and I both took a short, bro, and it just like literally like 70 points in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Someone says lowercase e. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bro. I let's see if we can find another trade. Yeah, I do think that something will set up. But I don't know about you, but I found most of my best trades come after 10 a.m. Eastern time, not in the first 30 minutes, unless I'm being super quick with them.
I don't know, bro. I mean, there's so much momentum right now, but
sure.
I'm expecting this high to be taken. I mean, like it would be crazy not to, because looking at the inside bar, like what else is in play right now for ES and NQ? Inside bars, previous day's range, like that's it. Previous day's range is the only one, and here the bias is short because ES broke previous day's low.
Tesla's coming off the highs, yeah. Just by the way, just to let you guys know, when I'm writing things down here, I journal like my thoughts and how I'm feeling throughout the day, not only on a digital journal, but also manually, because I think I like writing things, bro. It feels a little bit better. I don't know. It does, bro. You know, like makes it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Sometimes it's just
dude, like, you know, the one time it's pretty crazy, but I remember I had my first $10,000 day. You know what I did? I went to the bank. I asked to withdraw it so I can hold the cash. The next day I went to go deposit it back into the bank just to feel it, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I know a lot of people, they have like just a stack of cash sitting on their, like, even
because it's like,
like, it's real. Yeah. Like, and
whereas like when you see digital numbers on a screen, you're like, oh, I had a good day. Yeah. But when you actually feel it, it's like, fuck. Yeah.
100%.
So I'm just looking at Tesla off these highs. It is also
hold on one sec.
Yeah, all good. It is also coming off these highs here. I am watching for potential move down. Hey, what's up, DV? Flip to YM. Yeah, I am looking at YM for potential short plays, but we'll see what we do get. There's evidence that you're writing things down does make better brain connection. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. I like writing things down. It feels more like real with me. There you go. André just needed to get his 6th cup of coffee for the morning.
Yeah, my 800th.
So I'm watching. I mean, if Tesla reverses off these highs, this will bring NASDAQ lower. I'm sure about that. And then I was mentioning that NVDA was not looking particularly strong over here. And look what we are getting. I said that we could roll over because just of that wick over there into the pre-market highs. I'll not be surprised. And that would bring the indexes lower too. But that's just what I'm looking at my side.
So also, guys, just pulling up my screen here, looking at what's in play. ES and NQ, not much is left right now.
No.
Right. So I do have, if you scroll down, we added actually this filtered out section. And what this does is if you like filter certain things out using the data filter here, it'll take them out of play, right? It'll pull them out. So ES opening the ICT open by size is a toss up. So like, obviously, like we don't, like that shouldn't be in here. What you'll see is there's not really that much left in play besides previous day's high. So until 10:30, right, until the next 30 minutes, when all of these start to form, there's not really much to do here. If you see a setup, that's great, but in terms of like actually taking a trade, like using one of the reports, it's not going to be, there's not much left for the next 20 minutes. So just keep that in mind.
I'm still flat from a discretional trading. Had the win on the NASDAQ algo, but still flat from a discretional trading perspective.
Yeah. I still am expecting, obviously, because of the what's in play here, touching previous day's high. I mean, it's just like the odds of it not happening are so low. Or it's specifically, to be clear, it's not previous day's high. It's breaking out of yesterday's range. So, I mean, because we're right here, I'm expecting it to happen to the top side. We were right there to the downside earlier. So, I mean, we had a huge reversal. So, I mean, that's part of the deal. But I'm expecting a break of either side. I just don't know which one.
YM is also struggling here at the VWAP, New York session VWAP, but I'm interested in some shorts on it.
Yeah, if we get a nice little flash down, that would be great.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm not sure if it's going to happen until we take out that previous day high on NQ.
Sure. Yeah, Mag 7 index. So like with all the Mag 7 stocks in one, look at this. It's higher, bro. But at previous day's highs. So that, I don't know if you knew that, but you can combine all of the stocks, the Mag 7 stocks, into one bundle and on a chart. It's pretty cool.
What's driving it though?
Probably NVIDIA up and Microsoft up and Meta. I mean, Microsoft's up 2.2%.
Bro, NVIDIA's not even close to high of day.
Yeah. Must be Microsoft and Meta.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm watching Tesla off these highs here. I just want to have a look. Look at AMD, bro, up 4%.
Dude, what's the catalyst there?
Dude. I don't know, but it's like, working.
What was the catalyst? Yeah, it's good.
I'm not too sure. But honestly, like fundamentals and that, I do pay attention, but I don't like AMD is crazy, bro. Like the CEO come forward and say something and it will just shoot up 5% overnight.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really shocked that this hasn't taken out previous day's high yet.
Yeah, on NQ. Yeah.
I'm really shocked.
For me, what I'm seeing right now this morning, how I'm feeling is like price actions. We're not getting big flushes or movements. Like it's not.
Yeah.
The volume is low at the moment.
We are getting that reversal back into orb high now.
Yeah, I might take a short here on YM.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Dude, thank God for the algo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude. It's sometimes like just talking about like algo trading for a second, it makes like the emotional side of trading just like so much easier.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to like sell it right now, but I like genuinely when I see a trade with the algo that I wouldn't have taken and it ends up being a winner, it just like reminds me that I'm like, this is all driven by data. It's not driven by like what you're feeling that day.
Yeah.
And that's the most important piece. Like you wouldn't have taken the long this morning and you made 55 point winner.
Yeah. I wouldn't. No ways I would have taken that long. I just it didn't feel right to me, but the algo's got the data and everything. So it did, obviously.
Yeah.
See, I want to short YM, but it feels like because NASDAQ and are moving high, it feels like YM's inducing me, pops the lows and then comes off of it.
Yeah. Dude, maybe I'm getting biased a little bit now, but I don't know. I don't want to like sway people, but if the only, I mean, if Meta and you said Microsoft are the only things like driving this move, if they roll, I would not be surprised for a price to come down. But I did try the shorts before, and I got absolutely torched on like a straight move up. So I'm not gonna be that guy to like try to reinforce my bias when we have the data here that was long bias. Like I was expecting, so just to be clear on kind of the rationale that of the trade that I was taking before, ES broke previous day's low. I was expecting NASDAQ to break previous day's low. The data was saying that the gap fill was there. And then I believe on the ICT Open, it was there as well. But I was expecting the same thing that just happened with ES, the break of the previous day's low, and then the move up here on NQ. I was expecting this to happen, not this. So that was the logic of the trade that I was taking before, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's asking in the chat, can you please explain the difference between the initial balance and the first candle continuation? Sure. So the initial balance basically is the first hour's high and low, and it gives you a high and a low. Ideally, you want one side to break, and then you look for longs, if it breaks the high side, on retest, maybe to that 25% or 50% retracement. The first candle continuation is basically giving you a bias for the first hour. So you've got the open price, and then if the first hour the price closes above that, you want to ideally be looking for longs and vice versa for the shorts.
Yeah.
That's basically the difference, right, Andre?
Yeah. So the way, I mean, there's a lot of different factors that kind of play into it, but let me hide this for a second. So the IB is not set yet. That's really important. But
yeah.
The initial bounce is the high and the low of the first hour. It'll be formed in 13 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just the two levels. Initial bounce is two levels. It's high and low. And the data here, give me a second, shows that almost 80% of the time on NQ, price is only going to break one side of that initial bounce, which means that the moment that price breaks one side, you really don't want to expect it to reverse and break the opposite side.
Sure.
Whereas the opening candle continuation is not the high and low, but it's actually the color, meaning from the 9:30 open to 10:30's price, was that green or red? And you can see right now using the indicator that is currently green. It hasn't formed yet, so you need to wait until it forms. It could very easily end up closing red. But this is the color of the first hour. So if we go to the opening candle continuation report, what you see is that for every time in the last 6 months that this is the, I need to switch to the 1 hour. I'm on the 30-minute. Okay. For every time that the opening candle, that first hour from 9:30 to 10:30 is green, 78% of the time the New York session has closed green. For every time that first hour is red, 73% of the time the session is closed red. So what that means is, let's just say we have a red opening candle and then price breaks the IB downside. Those are two very bearish signals that are telling you that price should not rise today. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
But we have a bunch of YouTube videos that you can watch as well. But yeah, it's very important to understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Tesla's coming off these highs as well as NASDAQ.
Yeah, like if Meta starts to roll, I think that we can get something.
Yeah, I agree. NVIDIA as well, also starting to come down as well, like not looking particularly bullish.
Yeah. Are you interested in taking shorts?
Yes. On we'll see.
If this move doesn't make new high of day on NQ, I'm going to try some shorts.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
Whoa. Is there no news right now?
No news.
Wow. Bro, what is happening right now? Like, what is driving this move?
She's being a bit wicky right now.
Yeah, it's not great.
I still think that as long as we stay underneath those previous days highs, that level, the short on NASDAQ could work.
I don't have an entry for this. There is it. There it is. Okay. The inside bars is finally hit right over here. So now there is like literally nothing left in play for the next 8 minutes. So now you have to wait it out. Is someone speaking right now? Can someone tell me, like in the chat, can you guys tell me, is there like a speech? Is there something happening? Does anyone know?
What's NVIDIA? NVIDIA is doing, yeah, NVIDIA is still stuck inside its range. Underneath New York session VWAP as well. Davos, there is that Swiss meeting. I don't know how you pronounce that.
Someone
Davos.
speaking? Yeah, Davos.
I've actually been there in Switzerland. Yeah. They invited me, but I turned it down. I was just skiing.
I mean, this seems very like catalyst-y move. Like maybe someone's speaking right now. I'm not really sure, but
sure.
Yeah, this is not looking great, like in terms of price action.
Yeah, slower morning for sure.
Yeah, this is like not ideal, but now we have literally nothing left in play. Just to make that clear to you guys. There is ES previous days range, NQ previous days range. NQ previous days range is not great in terms of long bias. ES is a little bit stronger, but I mean, it wicked and then is running now, so I'm not really expecting too much from this in terms of having any weight.
Yeah.
And if we look here at the higher time frame candles, I mean, they're all super bullish. Everything on this higher time frame is bullish too. So yeah, just not the best setups here today.
Yeah, well, it's not surprised. Like NVIDIA is trading inside its opening range. Tesla's trading weak. It's got to be that Microsoft and Meta up. Yeah, we got the 5 minutes until the screener will set in. Most of the stuff is leaning long bias at the moment.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this dashboard here?
Let's have a look.
What do you guys think about this?
There you go. Yeah.
Would you guys want this added to the orb indicator? Obviously the one that's included in the plan, but what do you guys think? Is there anything else that we should add here? Also, what I was thinking about was I want to be able to allow you guys to pick which ones you want in here. So you don't need to have all of them. But yeah, we got a few minutes. So this is the important piece about the what's in play. The way that I use it is, I was just about to talk about the screeners in 4 minutes now, but the important piece here is I'm trading ES or NQ. I'm picking the reports that I like to trade. And then now I'm waiting, right? There's nothing in play. I could very clearly see that right here. There's 2 reports in play that these are both like bias reports. So you can see also both of them are contradicting each other, which is not ideal. But 8 things are forming. I filtered out 5 of them, and 9 of them are completed. So all of the setups from this morning are completed. And then now I'm just sitting waiting for the 8 that need to form in the next 3 minutes. So there's nothing to do here. That's it. Like, there's really nothing to do.
I'm watching YM personally for potential shorts. I think it's setting up a little bit better. If you have a look over here, we have, let's just put on the edgeful VWAPs as well. Look, we're sitting under every single one except the weekly.
Yeah. Let me get a coffee for the next 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
1 sec.
Mine is 40% bullish. How's that possible? You probably have different settings. I've got, are you talking about on your screen? Or you might have different tickers or anything like that up there as well that I've taken away, or that Andre's taken away. So that it will be different. Remember, whatever you change here will be different. So I've got different like tickers in there and everything like that. And then make sure your daily bias is turned on. Yeah, custom settings, exactly. Exactly that. So I'm looking for shorts potentially on Tesla as well. Personally, I do like them. I might enter after this 5-minute close on Tesla for shorts to trade back towards the opening range low. Yeah, perfect, George. So I'm actually going to get short Tesla here. I like it. Okay, I'm going to have my stop at opening range high. And I'm going to look to fucking target the low. So I'll bring the stop like there under that level. See if we can get some rundown. I like that 5-minute close as well. YM is also coming back down of those of the highs. New York session view app. See if we can get some movement to the downside. But now it's 15-minute close now on Tesla too for the shorts. See what NQ and them are doing. NQ back at still at the highs. So nothing that I'm really watching there. NVDA. NVIDIA doesn't look super strong here, I must say, like inside this opening range. CYM, what I'm talking about, why I'm sitting at its New York session VWAP at the moment. You can see that there's just slightly trading above it on the edgeful. That's the edgeful VWAP indicator, which is pretty cool. It shows me.
I'm back with my coffee.
I took a short on Tesla, bro.
Let's pull it up. Let me see the setup.
Yeah, so I've got it coming off of the opening range high, pre-market highs as well. Got the stop at the high. I'm going to look to target back towards the lows. I just like what the price action is struggling to take out those pre-market highs. Doesn't look particularly bullish, but I need this, or I would like the next 5 or 15 minute bars to be in my favor, of course, for it to confirm. Yeah. But I really look how we're trading underneath that New York session VWAP now, which is that blue line on my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. We struggled. We broke the highs, the opening range high, but now we've struggled to bounce off of that. So we got underneath it, retested, and now I'm looking to take a leg down.
Yeah. Also, the screener is set. So if we jump to the screener quickly.
There we go. So here's my screen. Someone was asking, why is their screener different to mine? It's because of the custom settings. You could have different tickers in there and so forth.
Yeah, that's right.
Mine's actually it's leaning longs, but it's pretty, there's a lot of like neutral as well.
Yeah. So
let's get your screen up.
Yeah, 1 sec.
There you go. I must say, I do like this price action on Tesla, though. It's making a next leg lower too.
1 sec.
Price entry on Tesla is 446.20.
So the screener that I have, you can see all the different stocks and futures tickers that I have, indexes, whatever. I'm looking at the major market movers. What we see today is opening candle is very mixed. That's not good. Going down, IB. The only thing that's broken out of the IB so far, this will form over time, but the only thing that's broken out so far is Netflix. Nothing to do there, not really much to take away from that. IB by rejection is also mixed, leaning slightly bullish, right? So that's good. I mean, not good. It's good, but by leaning in one direction. And then previous day's range is completely a mixed bag. So in this case, what we see is a 40% bullish, 28% bearish, 41% bullish, 28% neutral, 31% bearish. Not great. Now going to my what's in play. So the way to think about the what's in play versus the screener is looking at the overall market. What is the data-backed bias for the overall market? That's what you use the screener for. When you use the what's in play, it is for things that you actually want to trade. Setups specifically individually that you want to trade. That's why we have all the percentages here specific to the actual reports and the ticker. That doesn't happen with the screener. So if you go to the screener, just looking at this while this loads, if you go to the screener, by the way, we are fixing the load time because since we released the templates, it has, I don't know what's going on.
It hasn't been too bad my side, but
yeah. Dude, what is happening here? I'm also on Safari, which doesn't help. Friday IB stinks. Yeah. Hold on 1 sec. I'm just opening this on Chrome. Let's open up the IB here. Yeah, IB by rejection. The IB broke out on NQ here, which is unfortunate because there's no opportunity there. So it like formed and immediately broke out pretty much. Zinc, I'm assuming you were front running that a little bit, but
yeah. Yeah, just a quick one. If you aren't subscribed to edgeful's channel or my channel, wherever you're watching us, make sure you are, so you can get the future live streams as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to close this actually, and I'm going to reopen it because... Okay, there it is. That's all it takes, right? Unplug it, plug it back in. That's what we got to do sometimes. So NQ. So what I was saying before was the way you want to think about the screener, overall market bias. What's in play? What do I want to trade? What are my setups for today? What do I want to trade? What's forming? I don't want to have to go to the reports and figure it out. I want to include the reports that I care about in here, and I want them all to load every single day so I know exactly what I need to be trading. So what I was saying before with the... Oh, God. If this keeps disconnecting, I'm going to freak out. What I was saying before was the opening candle and the initial bounce. Like, obviously, today, they were both green, which is... If I hide this here, you can see the opening candle was green today. Now we're expecting price to break out of the IB high, obviously on ES here. It already happened on NQ. Obviously, the opening candle on NQ was green. You can see that right over here. You can also see it in your what's in play. We're about to get the break of the IB high. How does this work, right? How do we know that we're going to, how are we assuming that we're going to break the IB high here on ES? Because where is it? I might have had it filtered out. Do I have it filtered out? No. One sec. Do I have it selected? Yes. Oh, it's right here. Initial bounce by rejection. When the low forms first, the first break is to the high 72% of the time. That is right over here. So we're expecting this target to be hit today, like soon. So getting long here at the end of the IB, targeting this move to the top side, this is where we want to expect, right? And then once price breaks that top side, now that confirms even more bullish bias for continuation to the top side. Now, James is taking a short on Tesla.
Yes.
That is an individual name. We're looking at individual names here. What's going on with Tesla is not necessarily directly correlated to what's going on here. So just something to obviously keep in mind.
NASDAQ, even though NASDAQ's breaking the highs, it's like it's still stagnating here. You know, it's not. I'm not too sure. I don't hate my trade yet. I just ES is also super choppy, bro. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see it maybe roll over from here. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. What do you think on ES here? Like,
I mean, I'm expecting this high to be taken. This IB high, like, there's just there's that for sure. But like in this case, the price action has been super choppy. So like that's something to keep in mind, obviously. But
yeah,
what would be really great, honestly, is if we get something like this. And if we pull back into the IB just a little bit, this would be a good day to sell options in this area over here. So if I were to go to SPY, right, the idea here, if we do get a pullback, so there's the break on SPY.
Yes.
Break of the IB high on SPY. There's the break of the IB high on ES. So that's again, guys, that's how you use the data to take the trade, right? You wait for the IB to form, wait for the opening candle. The low of the IB forms first. That means we're expecting the high to break out first. And we have the green opening candle. That's another bullish thing. You want to expect the high of the IB to break out first. Now, in this case, there was a little bit of room here. There was roughly 5 or 6 points after the IB formed to ride that move up to the IB high. But now that it's broken, this is confirming again another long bias overall for the day. This doesn't mean that price can't pull back first. It's just overall for the day. That's how you're going to use these reports to understand where price, the flow of where price is going to go, right? I'm not saying that it's going to go. I mean, we obviously have targets. I've been talking about the targets this whole time, but I think that the way that these candles are forming and like, it's just not fantastic today, which makes it really hard to read. But there are some obvious levels that price should get to. It's just now finding an entry that has a good risk reward, finding like that confluence and everything else. And like some days it just doesn't line up, even though the data is all pointing bullish. Like getting that entry, like putting it all together can be hard too.
Yeah, so you can have a bias, but you still got to find the entry.
Yeah. So yeah, like on a day like this where we're going to be leaning bullish, obviously, we can expect price to not return to this 687 area, right? So if we get a pullback back into this initial bounce range, it is not that unreasonable to expect it to not come down for a new low of day. So, you know what, actually, let's see if we can get creative with this report. One sec.
Yeah, I like the customization of the reports and everything like that. It's definitely.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't like this 5 minute that I've got on Tesla right now. I got my stop at opening range high, but I'm not liking the price action. What it's doing right now, it's bouncing off of that level.
So let me go back to ES. I'm going to show you guys something interesting.
See what's and Nasdaq pushing up new high of day. Tesla's actually still red on the day, bro. So
okay, well, pretty much. I see there's a comment here. I signed up for the course, but it never came through. I don't know if I'm leveraging my subscription correctly. Can you please reach out to our support here so we can make sure to help you out as soon as possible? Faye, Marie, please reach out so we can make sure that you get whatever you signed up for in terms of that. I'm assuming you're talking about the 5-day futures course. Please make sure to reach out to our support so we can help you there. But yeah, for sure. We want to make sure that you get that. And yeah, it's 5 emails every single day. Yeah, it's 1 email per day. But what I just did here was I took the Power Hour breakout report and I customized it to have the Power Hour start at noon. So what this is doing is saying, last few days are terrible examples, but okay. So here, what I'm saying is, how often is there a new high of day made after noon and before 4? So what I'm trying to figure out, and this is what I'm trying to figure out here, is really the question that we're trying to ask is, how often is the range set from 9:30 to noon, the high and the low of the day, right? So in this case, on this specific day, the range set from 9:30 to noon was the high and the low of the day. So what's being said here is it's pretty much a toss-up on whether there's going to be a new high of day after noon or not. So roughly 50% of the time, there is a high of day made. 50% of the time, there's not a new high of day made. for a new low of day, it's still pretty close to 50-50, but 58% of the time, there's not going to be a new low of day made, which means that that is obviously bullish, right? But again, still a toss-up. But as we go through and we kind of push this out, so let's go to 3 hours instead of 4. What we see is that what this is saying is, I'll take it to the most extreme example here. Actually, the most extreme example is 30 minutes. What this report is saying is at 3:30 Eastern time, 80% of the time, the high of day is set. 88% of the time, the low of day is already set at 3:30. So if we push this back to 3, which is power hour, obviously, 73% of the time, the high of day is already set at 3 o'clock. 84% of the time, the low of day is set at 3 o'clock, which means you do not want to expect for a new high of day or a breakout of the current day's high after a certain time. What I'm trying to figure out right now is at what point can we stop expecting price to make new highs?
Sure. Yeah.
So it's not 12 o'clock. It's later in the day. So we still got some time.
Yeah, dude, it's just choppy right now. Our Tesla's still underneath opening range high.
Yeah.
But I'm not liking it. Nasdaq still underneath 800, 792 trading at.
Yeah, dude, this is I guess I could not have been more wrong about that short trade this morning.
Yeah, well, now it looks easier to spot, but I think at the time it looked pretty good, bro. That was before you took it before the news as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I probably should not have done, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm actually going to close half of my Tesla position. I've got my stop. My stop's actually at half day, but I'm going to close half here and see if what we do here at the opening range high. If we respect it, then I might get back in with full size. But I don't like it. We had a good first bar in my direction and just reversed.
Dude, this is like absolutely wild. It's crazy because it's making moves, but they seem to be forming so slowly.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I agree with that.
What's also weird is that hold on. We got roughly 10 minutes on stream, Zinc. What's up?
Yeah, 10 minutes, yeah.
What I was just looking at is SPY only touches previous day's high and low 11% of the time in the last 6 months. So for every day that opened within yesterday's range, it has only touched the high and the low 11% of the time, or 8 times out of 72 days. So it did break previous day's low barely, but that previous day's high stat, and it did break. Yeah, it did break. it is pretty unlikely for it to break this high, but I mean, with this momentum, I don't know. It's just, I'm not on SPY right now. I'm on, oh, it did not break previous day's low. Interesting. This is why Zinc always looks at QQQ and everything else.
Sure.
But yeah, it's interesting.
See, now Tesla's respecting the opening range high. It's bounced off of it. Yeah, a little bit of a slower trading session today, bro.
Dude, this has been like so trash, I think. Yeah, SPY still intact. So it's interesting. Like a lot of you guys, you would think, which is reasonable in my opinion, you would think that ES and SPY move perfectly together, or MES and ES move perfectly together. That is not the case. You can see it right here. But I mean, it was actually a little bit further out than I thought, to be honest. Like it's almost 25 cents off on ES on SPY versus ES. Like ES took that previous low by 50 or half a point, by 2 ticks. And then if I go to MES, let's see. I gotta zoom in here. Yeah, it's the same here, but yeah, it's interesting how this. Yeah, SPY is really going for it here. I don't know what's happening on this. I guess Meta's making high day, Apple's making high day. I'm just grinding higher and higher, which is fine, right? Let's go to the screener and see what's going on with the screener.
Yeah, I'm not. There's no video down. NVIDIA's done nothing. Still inside its opening range. Definitely a slower Friday than usual, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But screener's still pretty mixed, honestly. Like, let's go. Trusted edgeful, and I'm out 1,800 times 2, top step 150Ks.
Nice.
That's the way to do it. Legend. Yeah, it's NQ breaking previous day's high. That's bullish. ES not there, SPY not there, but closed at the midnight. Beautiful target. It's the way to do it. I hope you might be trading on Project X, but if you're using TradingView, the ultimate reversal setup indicator is honestly like a 3-in-1. I use it every single day. I don't just use it on inside days, because it plots previous day's high and low, it plots the gap fill, and it plots the midnight open. So I don't have to like have 3 indicators at once. And then if you were to switch to a stock, not that you would, but if you do, the midnight open one goes away, and the rest are there, obviously. But
yeah,
NQ here. Wow, this is like, honestly, it's weird, because if you were to look at this price action like static, like a screenshot, you'd be like, oh yeah, obviously super bullish day. But then you're watching it form, it's been like pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, Tesla, NVIDIA also still like inside the range, hasn't really done much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the first time in a while that we've both had losses on stream, bro.
Yeah, I know. This has been, I think, the second time ever since we started. When did we start?
Yeah, like 3 months ago, bro.
Yeah. Well, what a way to end the week. Yeah, it's
losses happen, bro. You just got to take it on.
Looking at this in hindsight, like, it looks so clean, but
yeah, but in real time it was super slow.
Yeah. You don't want to be the one to pick the top here, and it's, did you really use edgeful if you used the lower the E? It's, you got to make sure it's lowercase the E, but it's okay. Yeah, it's some days are just rough. Like I don't really like to trade days with so much lower volume,
Yeah.
or at least not lower volume, but more so like just chop. Like I would rather be right quickly and wrong quickly than be right slowly or wrong slowly.
Yeah.
This is making me seasick. Yeah, me too. All the back and forth. Mr. Devilish said this is making me seasick.
Yeah, it's one of my mates.
Yeah. This is
Yeah, it's jeez.
At least you had the algo win today.
Yeah, exactly. Take that. But other than that, it's been I haven't really found a nice read on the indexes.
Yeah, it's been rough today. Yeah, I took the shorts around here, I think. I forget where I took them, but I closed my broker. I'm not taking anything.
It's pretty shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. ES was weaker. It broke previous day's low. I thought that trade was valid, to be honest.
Sure.
But,
yeah.
Not today.
Yeah, I'm watching ES back at these highs. Yeah. But we'll see what we get in the next hour or so. I think if you've been trading and you haven't really found anything, maybe you had a win, loss, whatever. I think it's good to just get off the desk for a bit and see what presents later on in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing. Yeah, YM's coming back up to opening range high. Yeah, still looks bearish to me. Like, still doesn't look like I would want to be buying it. YM, but yeah, it's just been chopping. I agree with that. Yeah, we're actually pinning the daily VWAP right now. Yeah, so I'm down on the day so far, but we'll see what the afternoon session presents. Maybe we get a little bit more volume in the afternoon session. Yeah, why I'm still at that daily VWAP, which we're pinning right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to be like, oh, like there has to be a reversal or whatever, because these candles are like vertical. But the thing is that the data here is not even really showing that much. Like it's split. And if you look at some of these major market movers, like Google's chopping, Tesla just broke out of the range recently.
Yeah.
Broadcom's in a range, Apple's at highs, Meta's at highs, NVIDIA's in a range. Like these major market movers, I mean, Meta and Apple are really driving it. And then I don't know. You mentioned
Microsoft as well.
Oh, okay. So Microsoft is obviously dragging everything up, but wow.
Yeah, Microsoft, bro. How's that?
Yeah, maybe we should buy that.
I'm full out of that Tesla.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
ES is still weaker, dude. ES is still weaker.
I know. It doesn't look particularly. It doesn't look great there. I agree with that. Like, it doesn't look particularly strong. But yeah,
IB breakout. There you go.
Nice. Yeah. Yes, IB. Yeah.
I'm curious what you guys would think. Would you, and all the people who watch this like religiously, would you guys want more streams, not like throughout the day more so, or do you guys really would you guys only watch in the morning? Like, I'm curious what you guys would think about more, like we go, like, because we always cut it off at 11. Like we're going to turn this off now.
Yeah.
But would you want streams that go from 11 to 1 or 11 to whatever, or would you want like to come back during the last hour, or like I mean, I'm in Eastern time. I know James is in South Africa. I don't know exactly what time it is there, but I'm speaking in New York time. Specifically, I'm speaking like the market time, like that New York open. So we go from 9:30 to, or 9:15 to 11. And then is that it? Like, would you guys not like come back if we do? Yeah, I stop at 11 anyways, 90% morning. Yeah. Yeah, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, all day, every day. I'd like more streams since I log in. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious if like doing more streams is better or not, but I mean, bell to bell would be crazy, but we could eventually we'll get there.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Microsoft is like putting literally the whole team on its back right now.
Yeah. I mean, jeez. Yes, just it still doesn't look particularly strong though for me on ES. But anyway, we'll see what happens rest of the session. See if I can end green on the day after the first loss.
Yeah, and SMH trading, you need a break.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think that the short bias that I have now is just like because I was short earlier and
earlier, sure.
Late. We'll send you some more coffee. That's funny. Yeah, there's no such thing as enough coffee, which is for me at least. But yeah, I think that today was, I think the second losing day that we both had individually. Yeah. So it's pretty good for a couple months. But yeah, not the best execution on my end today. I should have waited after the data, honestly, to take a trade. But I was pretty confident on the inside bars report playing out to the downside. And then once it didn't, I was like, okay, the gap fill and all the other things that were in play from the what's in play were just ripping. So it is what it is. Not much we can do there.
No, for sure. We'll see. I'm going to see what we get. I'll keep you updated if I get anything later on in the afternoon. I'll be in the Discord.
Yeah.
But yeah, perfect. We can actually call it here, and then we'll see you guys on Monday, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
Yes, sir. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.